So this morning, I woke up to go and check my P.O. box, as I have to do once a month for the YouTube channel, and I found two things. Number one, I found this awesome pink pottery shirt with a little love note inside. Turns out it's my two favorite things, the color pink and pottery-centric, so I put it on immediately. Thank you very much for giving this to me, Angela. I proceeded to put it on immediately, and I love it.
Perfect.
And the second thing that I found was a book. You know, those things that nerds read. This was a book that I've wanted for quite some time, and it seems like one of my patrons kind of knew that I wanted it, so they bought it for me and sent it to my P.O. box. It is the Destiny Cookbook. I have been wanting this book for a very long time, and look, I know, I'm a ceramic artist, I'm a ceramic art YouTube channel, but one of my favorite hobbies is Destiny, and because of that, I have like a Destiny pair of shoes and Destiny shirts, and it's probably the only other thing I do besides actual ceramic artwork. It's like Destiny, anime, and ceramic artwork for this YouTube channel. So here's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna pick a recipe out of this Destiny cookbook, and I'm gonna cook it for you on camera. I mean, well, I'm not gonna cook it for you because I'm gonna be eating it, but I'm still gonna cook on camera for you.
But Donte!
I hear you say in the comments below, you're a ceramic art YouTube channel, you're not a cooking YouTube channel. Also, why do you keep talking about this Destiny video game? Well, I have one very important reason as to why I'm gonna cook for you on camera today. The very first reason is shut up, it's my YouTube channel. Okay, hold up. Before we actually start cooking, I just wanted to put a note on something. I'm noticing an alarming amount of what looks to be handmade ceramic artwork in a large portion of a lot of these pictures. This looks handmade. This right here completely looks handmade. This over here, 100% looks handmade. Bungie, do you need like a ceramic artist? Do you make use of those people? Cause like I know a guy who makes ceramic artwork. It's like his whole life. You know what I mean? Like you need a guy. I got a guy for you. You know, he's kind of a cool guy. He's a Titan main. He's kind of cute. You know what I mean? I might know a guy. Okay, so I've chosen what we're gonna make. We're gonna make the twice baked sweet potatoes. I wanted to make something that was named after something in the game, but it kind of seems like all the stuff that's in the game, like the Vow is an alcoholic drink. And let me see if I can find another one here. Or like here, the Thorn is also an alcoholic drink. But all the normal stuff, for example, the twice baked potatoes, this over here, the hamburger, like it's not named after anything in the game. It's just all the normal food items are food items by themselves. But all the drinks seem to be named after stuff in the game, which is what I wanted to make stuff out of. But, oh wait, there's one. Yeah, the Cold Heart. That's a good gun. Bananas, kiwis, frozen mangoes, spinach, mint. Oh yeah, we can make this. This is non-alcoholic. I don't drink alcohol that often, so we're gonna make this one here. So let's make the twice baked potatoes and the Cold Heart. Step 1, preheat the oven to 425 degrees. Okay, cool. Poke several holes into the sweet potatoes with a fork or something, rub each one with olive oil and salt, and bake for 1 hour. Okay, so we're gonna do that as it preheats. This recipe also requires that we have cooked bacon, so I'm gonna cook the bacon while that stuff's in the oven. Okay, well this recipe takes about an hour to actually cook in the oven to make the potatoes nice and soft, and it also takes a little bit of prep time after that, so I still have to work on the potatoes after they're already done. So we're gonna cook them for an hour, take them out, let them cool for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna work on them for another like 10 extra minutes. So this takes about an hour and a half or so to make. So while this is cooking in the oven for about an hour, we're gonna go over to the Cold Heart and make that recipe. Fortunately for us, the Cold Heart is actually extremely easy to make. Like, the entire thing just says, get all of these things, and then step 1 is put them all in a blender, turn the blender on. There's seriously no other instructions. It's get all of these, put them in the blender, turn blender on, and then drink it. This one's a pretty good recipe. This one's pretty fun, pretty easy. The instructions are really simple. You know, you just get the banana, the avocado, all the stuff, and you kind of peel off all the excess. And then you just put them in a blender and blend it together, and it looks really good, actually. I know mine looks a little bit more green than this picture does right here, but that's number one, they probably have a professional on the job. And number two, I did put a little bit more spinach and mint in mine, and it tastes just fine. I like a little bit more spinach and mint. So, but unfortunately, making this didn't take up the entire timer. This took like 10, maybe 15 minutes just because I've never made it before and I'm kind of new. It'll probably take me less next time when I have all the ingredients. So I'm gonna play Destiny for just a little bit. I'll be right back.
No! God, please, no!
No mercy for opponents.
Yeah!
That's 2. 3 down, like a reaper.
Hi, how are you?
2 for 1.
Oh, baby, a triple!
Captured.
No, don't do it! No!
That's toxic.
Okay, it's been about an hour now, so I'm gonna reduce this down to about 350 and keep them in there. Okay, now it says to put shallots in a pan and cook them off until they become caramelized, which is the fancy word for brown. The next part says that when the potatoes are cool enough to kind of touch a little bit, you can cut them in half, take a scoop, and scoop out just a little bit of the guts until you leave about 1/4 of the wall in thickness of potato in there. So we're just gonna cut these in half because they're pretty good now. It's been about 10 minutes or so. So the instructions get a little bit weird here, but pretty much, after you scoop them out, you put the guts in a separate bowl, you add the sage and the butter that you just sauteed in a pan to the guts, and then you put a little bit of paprika on here after mashing them up. Some of your potatoes still gonna be a little bit hard on the inside, that's just normal, but what I usually do is I just mash them up extra and it usually just kind of goes away. This is the part where the paprika comes in. You just add a tiny bit of paprika to taste. That is not a tiny bit, that is a lot, I am sorry. When you read the recipe, it kind of looks a little bit difficult, but the entire recipe boils down to bake the potatoes until they be super soft, take the stuff out of the potatoes, mix it with other cooked stuff, put it back in the oven until they're crispy, and there you go. Oh no, oh God. Even though my sweet potatoes look super messed up, I am told by other cooks that that is super normal because there's no way you're gonna get a perfect sweet potato when it's super soft like this. So I'm not as self-conscious as you might think I am about it, but I'm still a little subconscious about it. This is Titan food. This is Titan food for sure. It's just crayon flavored potatoes. You see, the cookbook also told me to get some bacon and some chives to put on here, but my brain thought that it was somewhere in the recipe, but these are really just gonna go on after we're done baking them a second time, i.e. the name, twice baked potatoes. We're actually pretty much done. I'm just gonna put these back in the oven for like 30 minutes on 350 as the book says, until they get extra crispy and dry, and then add these on afterwards. Just like a regular sweet potato. The only difference is we cut these ones in half and made kind of a gulch, if you will, to put the ingredients back into after we flavored them.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I ended up trying to take these out a little bit too early, and the glove that I had wasn't thick enough, so I burned my hand, and I smashed half the potatoes up against the oven. So this is not the perfect ideal of what I would like them to look like, and it sure in the hell doesn't look anything like the beautiful picture right there. But we can work with this, because they're smashed potatoes. It's not like they're gonna keep form anyway, you know? They're pretty easy to morph. The final step is to put the bacon and the chives on top. I'm not usually a fan of bacon or pork in general, to be honest with you, but I wanted to do justice to the recipe, so I just made it. And there we go, the cold heart and the twice baked potato. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. You're supposed to drizzle honey on the top of it. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. I know this was kind of a weird episode, especially for the fan base that I usually have. They've never seen me cook on screen, let alone cook food from a video game. So if you like this kind of content, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, you can. I imagine most of you are here to watch the Destiny cookbook and not a ceramic art channel that is reviewing a Destiny cookbook. So if you like this content, go ahead and subscribe, although I'm probably not going to be doing stuff like this very often. But if you'd like to see any of my actual artwork, all the links are down below in the description, as they usually are. There was a couple people on my YouTube channel who honestly wanted to see me cook because they know my 9-to-5 job is technically a professional cook. So here you go. You got your wish. You could just don't bother me no more. And this was honestly just kind of an excuse to use the book that somebody sent me from one of my video games. So hopefully you guys like this video. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the Crucible. Okay, I'm gonna eat this now, so you have to go. Be really weird if you watch me eat it.